Hey, meet the internet. My new kitty. Hey, cutie.
This is our cat, Smoky.
Meow.
So we think Smoky was born July 15th-ish, around that time. We found her on Facebook, the family that was trying to rehome some kittens that they got. And so we brought her home on August the 16th, I believe. She'll be a year next month.
She was about a month old when we got her.
Yeah, they said 6 weeks, but she was more like 4 weeks old.
It was a weird family, wasn't it? In a kind of an inbred family in a weird, crooked house.
They weren't even living in the house. They were living in the shed barn type thing.
Yeah, this little kid came out with 2 cats. Smoky was the one she handed me first, and she went ahead and started making bread with her paws on my hand. So I said, oh, that's our cat. That was Smoky. And I cuddled her up and we drove off. The name Smoky came about because I was cuddling up with her and she had dirt all over her nose. And apparently the family were all smokers because she smelled like cigarette smoke. So I said, Smoky.
We had to move out of the home that we were living in into an apartment, and the apartment would only allow us to bring 2 of our 4 cats that we currently had. So we had to rehome Fred and Little Kitty.
And Fred and Little Kitty had been my cats for 10 years. They were with me in Chicago, and I was real close to them. But the girls, Adeline and Hannah, had grown up with the other 2 cats.
Jack and Lucy.
And Jack and Lucy were great, but they loved you guys, but they didn't really love me.
Yeah, so we decided that it would be best to bring on a new kitten into our family. We knew that the girls would also be excited about it, but it was more for Dave to have a companion. Luckily, you were able to stay home with Smoky a whole lot in the very beginning when she was very little, and that kind of grew your relationship.
So, what was that voice you gave Smoky?
Well, right away, she looked like she was kind of like a little debutante. It's like, no, Daddy, I don't want you to rub me there, Daddy. Okay, right there, Daddy. You can rub my neck there.
The breathy daddy.
Daddy.
We decided that she was this little Southern belle.
She's very much a proper poser. She loves to pose for the camera. I call her Statue Kitty because she has this very prestigious pose that she makes where she kind of curls her tail around just right and she just stands there and is very poised. Very much a debutante type personality. Look at me, Daddy. She kind of does her own thing, but when she wants you to love on her, she definitely lets you know. Like crawling up on your chest, that was one of her favorite things. How did that start anyway?
Well, when we first gave her flea baths, when she was covered in fleas from the other place, we'd give her these sink baths, and she'd be terrified, and she'd be all cold, and afterwards I would wrap her up in a towel, and I would put her on my chest, and I would warm her up by breathing onto her, and so she started sleeping on my chest. As she got bigger, she still slept on my chest, and even now, when I'm working upstairs, she'll pop up on my chest and nuzzle her head right up under my nose because she wants me to breathe on her. Breathe on me, Daddy. I need to have your hot nose breath on me, Daddy.
And in that came into all the kisses, the special kisses that she likes to give you.
Oh yeah, she loves to chew on my mustache. She's got this little thing where she leans in and she gives me kisses. Like, choo choo, Daddy.
That's right, choo choo, Daddy.
Choo choo, Daddy. Lick lick, Daddy. She follows me everywhere. She'll follow me up the stairs, follow me back.
She even has her own chair in your studio.
Yeah, a little purple chair. It's her little throne. And you know what? She was never afraid of the other cats. I mean, from the first day, first time I ever fed her. Put her down there and Lucy got curious, so she goes over there to try to sniff her. Little Smoky looks up. She was used to being in that little dirty house with all those little kittens running around.
There's no telling how many kittens were in that little dirty house.
Yeah, so she was used to getting hers, so she was tough when she came in. She was almost kind of the alpha. Like, she would attack Jack. She would attack Lucy. She would say, hey, this is my territory and y'all need to back off.
It's pretty remarkable, the relationship that she's built with Jack and Lucy. Jack, she likes to attack and kind of have fun and play with and tend to keep him young. But with Lucy, it's more of a nurturing, caring type of relationship where they'll clean each other. The girls definitely took to her. They really wanted to bond with her, just like the girls did with Jack and Lucy whenever they were babies.
Well, that's our Smoky. I hope she never grows up. Thanks, Daddy.